Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you guys again. It's your instructor here, Rodney, and with today's episode, we're going to be going over hitting. Hitting is actually one of my favorites, so I'm excited about this episode. It's a good change from the fielding and the throwing that we've been doing these past few episodes. So with today's lesson, we're going to be going over the fundamentals of hitting, which include how you hold the bat and all the way up to how you swing it in-game full speed. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, today we're going to be going over the fundamentals of hitting. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the grip that you guys use while swinging a bat. So most people will jam the bat into their palm and try to grab it as hard as they can and squeeze the bat as hard as they can. That's not the proper way to do it. The right way to do it is you sit the bat in these knuckles, the little ones, you line up these front knuckles, and that gives you a proper grip and the proper ability to rotate while you're swinging. So once we have the grip down, we're gonna move into these next drills here. So the first step would be you take your left hand, the bottom hand, which is the control hand, you line up in front of your tee, and you're gonna take 10 swings with just the one hand. So it'll look like this. Nice and simple. So from there, we move on to our top hand, which is the power hand. So from here, we line up in the same position with just our right hand on the bat, get into our ready position, and we swing with the one hand. So what you're gonna wanna do is stay aligned and stay through the ball with your top hand. You wanna punch through the ball. After we've done that drill, we're gonna move on to two hands. So same thing, you're gonna line up. Now you know what both hands do on the swing. You put it together and it should look like this. All right, guys, so now we have the fundamentals of our swing down, how we're gonna hold the bat, how it feels to swing with just your left hand, just your right hand, and then both hands together. We're gonna work on hitting pitches that you like to hit. So what does that include? Some people like hitting pitches that are on the inside of the plate. If you wanna hit an inside pitch, you have to catch the ball out front, which means you have to hit the ball in front of the plate. So when you set up your tee, you want to move the ball inside and then up to work on hitting inside pitches. That'll be the first part of this drill, is hitting inside pitches. So once we have the ball in and up, we take our 10 swings, our 10 reps from here, and you want to drive the ball down the third base line. Okay. From there, we're going to work on hitting pitches that are down the middle, or maybe even a little bit outside, but down the middle mainly. So that means we put the tee directly on the plate in the middle, just a little bit in front of the plate, because you don't want to be hitting it back here. That's called getting jammed. So you set it up just in front of the plate so you know where you want to attack the ball, and you take your 10 swings, right? And you should be hitting it directly back at the pitcher or just at the second baseman, but too far right, too far left means you are varying from your proper swing path. After we do our drills hitting up the middle, we're going to work on hitting pitches that are outside. So in order to hit a pitch that's on the outside part of the plate, you're gonna wanna wait and let the ball travel to the back of the zone where the tee is, and you're gonna wanna hit it towards first base. You're gonna wanna work everything through the ball towards first base. And remember that even though the ball is behind you and it feels like you're getting beat by the pitch, you can still hit it with power if you just catch it on the outside of the plate at the right depth. So you're gonna take your 10 swings from this position, and you're gonna get used to the feeling of hitting a ball to the opposite field. Once you've done those 3 drills, we're gonna put it all together, and we are going to raise the pitch, put it right down the middle, and we're gonna try to hit balls for distance and for power. So when you're trying to do this, you wanna stay connected through the ball. You don't wanna pull your shoulder off. You don't wanna pull your head out of the zone. You wanna stay right through the ball. You wanna hit the lower half of the baseball and provide backspin. So that is how you hit with power. So it should look something like this. So we're gonna do that for 10 reps. Once you've completed this whole circuit, you have learned the techniques that you need to properly hit a baseball in game. So the good thing about these drills that I just showed you is that you don't need a partner. All you need is a tee, a ball, and a bat, and you can go out anywhere and you can get better, get your work in. So I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like to properly hit from each part of the plate. So if I'm gonna hit an inside pitch, you wanna properly set it up on the inside. Remember I said close to you and in front, and this is what it should look like. You see how I hit the ball up the third baseline? I hit it with power. I didn't roll over and hit it into the ground, and I didn't pop it up into the air. I hit it square and down the third baseline. So that's what you're looking for. After that, you wanna move the ball to the middle of the plate, just in front so you don't get jammed. And remember, you wanna hit the ball right back at the pitcher, or maybe slightly to his right, or to your right, sorry. So it should look like this. Okay, so after you do that, you're gonna wanna move the ball to the outside of the plate, and remember, you wanna have it back and away from you. So, having the ball back and away from you, I know it might feel like the ball is getting past you and that you're late, but if you keep your bat path there, you should be able to catch the ball and hit it towards first base. So it should look like this. Remember to keep it behind your body, not in front. So you see how it went up the first baseline, directly at the first baseman? That's what you're looking for. And once again, I didn't pop it up, I didn't roll it over. It's a line drive. That's what you're looking for with each of these drills. Okay, that's it for today's episode, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We went over the fundamentals of hitting today, which varied from the grip of the bat, which we talked about, and then we moved into progression drills. So the first drill was you're using your control hand, which is the bottom hand, and you're hitting off the tee. 10 reps of that, move on to your power hand, which is your right hand or your top hand, depending if you're left-handed versus right-handed. 10 more swings off the tee. From there, we progressed to 2 hands on the bat, working on controlling the bat and hitting the ball where you want it. So we did 10 swings from there. And then the next progression, we moved the tee. So we went from hitting the tee on the inside of the plate to moving it to the middle, hitting it on the middle, right back towards the pitcher. Then we moved the plate to the tee to the outside of the plate and worked on hitting the ball to the opposite field. So hopefully these drills gave you guys all the tools you need to move forward and made you better at hitting in general. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll see you next time.